Admittedly, I did not do my job in advertising this show, but I see that the people that are here because I put up a pretty lady's picture. I'm not even going to have her on now. I'm not. I'm not doing it because this happens to me a lot. I'll just bring her on. I'm not going to let her wait. Emille Crawford. There's a joke about her name coming. Stay tuned. Hello, Emille. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you, John?
Good. I do know that there are people here just because I put a pretty woman's picture up. Do you know Karolina Grabova?
I feel like I might be
probably
friends on social. Yeah.
Okay. I think
she's
you
like
have.
gorgeous, right? She's like
Gorgeous.
gorgeous. Yeah.
Just like you, gorgeous. So I have a video where I was with BB-8 and R2D2, and she's in the video also, but for like 25% of the video. And I said, you know what? Let me put her as the thumbnail. Wow, her as the thumbnail, kneeling down talking to BB-8, got so many more views than I ever would have. Hello, Robe. Hello, David. Hello, Mary. Hello, Rob. Hello, Adam. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Donald Nicholson. Donald Nicholson makes lasagna, and we have an argument because he always uses sausage, and I don't think lasagna should have sausage. I don't like sausage.
Man.
I like ground beef, but not sausage. Sausage takes over.
Lasagna, yeah, it's a lot. It's extra. I mean, I like extra, but...
Well, the argument came because one day he said, I can't make lasagna. I said, how come? He says, I'm out of sausage. And I'm like, well, you can still make lasagna.
Okay. That's okay.
According to him, he could not.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so when I met Emille at most media events that I used to see, because she did work for Inside the Magic. She doesn't anymore, but she has a long history of stuff that she does. I made fun of her name because even though it's Emille, Emille, I grew up, I guess, in the 70s and 80s where the Manwich commercial said a sandwich is just a sandwich. But a manwich
is a meal.
Now, you don't know about that, right? Like, you didn't know what I was talking
You
about.
told me. Well, I'm probably your age. Let's not talk about that. But
Let's not talk about
likely.
But watch this. Remember, your name is Emille.
Our Tommy is quite a lumberjack.
You're hungry as lumberjacks, too. Right, Gramps?
Hey, I'll make sandwiches.
Hey, a sandwich is a sandwich.
But a manwich is more like a meal.
And what's a manwich?
Sloppy joes made with your fresh ground beef plus Hunt's manwich sauce. Thick with tomatoes, onions, peppers. Makes more of a meal.
Oh, Grandpa.
Like I said, a sandwich is a sandwich.
But a manwich is a meal.
Yeah, especially for us hungry lumberjacks.
So what is your sister's name? What is your sister's name?
Oh, you really want to know? This is fun. Copelia.
Copelia?
Copelia, which is a ballet. Like, there's a lot of dancing in my mom's side of the family. So, it's a ballet.
Because she's just a sandwich, but you're a meal. So.
Okay. Have you seen, though, if you scroll through my IG, you probably haven't seen it, but I did this video for Disney where they left the closed captions to go, like, automated. And the first thing out of my mouth is like, hey, this is Emille, and I'm with blah, blah, blah. Literally. And I screenshotted it. I'm proud of that.
Space MEAL?
Yes. Yes. I was like, hashtag tasty? I don't know.
Speaking of Disney commercials, I do have one other video here, which is Emille. It's not the smoothest video because of how I had to process it for StreamYard, but it does show Emille doing stuff. Well, I think you were on the Moms panel maybe when you did this for the minivan.
I was, yeah. That was a Moms panel video, yeah.
Okay, so you're the minivan queen, we're gonna call you.
Getting around the Walt Disney World Resort is a breeze. Now there's a Disney-owned personal ride service that's just a click away. Travel to any of your favorite Walt Disney World destinations in mini style. It's so convenient. Just use your smartphone to request and pay for the ride. Minivan service works with the Lyft app. Simply open the app, confirm your current location, enter your Walt Disney World destination, and tap request. Your minivan is on the way. The app will display a map tracking the minivan and a vehicle number to help you spot your car. Each minivan accommodates up to 6 guests and includes 2 versatile car seats for the little ones. Your minivan driver will take you where you need to be safely and with a smile. So whether you're enjoying a magical day at the Walt Disney World theme parks or heading back to your resort after some serious shopping at Disney Springs, minivan service will get you there in a jiffy in comfort and style.
I want to just do one of your. Hold on, I'm gonna be in the car.
Stop it.
In mini style.
Oh man, yeah.
So how long did that take to film?
So that was supposed to be a 1-day shoot, but we got rained out, so it was like a day and a half. Yeah. It was fun. It was super fun.
So you were on the Disney Moms panel from when to when?
So I applied to be part of the Disney Parks Moms panel in 2016, got chosen and served 17-18. Ooh. And when you serve 2 years in a row like that, full years, you are kind of obligated to take a break. It's a lot, it's a job. And so I had to kind of pause, but that's when Inside the Magic, that opportunity came up. And so that was amazing. The timing worked out great. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. The Moms panel, was that a lot of people try? They get maybe sometimes to the first level. How many levels are there till they give it to you, maybe?
So it's 3 rounds. And I think this has kind of morphed throughout the years. So my personal experience was 3 rounds. And it was funny the way that this came to be for me. So I moved from Tennessee to Florida in 2015, started a little blog, Disney nerd, you know, self-proclaimed annual pass holder. I was like, I'm going to tell people all about Disney, you know, all this stuff. And because I was talking so much about Disney, Facebook algorithms targeted me. I had no idea what the panel was. And it was this ad like, Mom's panel, apply now. And I'm like, what is this? Click. So I started going through the process, and it was 3 rounds. So first round, you just answer some questions, and I was like, yeah, I can do this. Like, you know, as long as you have good grammar, you can write and whatever. I'm bilingual, and so that was beneficial for me because I ended up doing stuff in Spanish for them too. And so 5 weeks later, I get another email, congratulations, you've made it to round 2. Then you have to submit a video and answer some more questions. And then the third round is a phone interview, which is all extremely nerve-wracking and whatever. It's like every step that I got closer, I started like scratching the surface and digging more and finding these like Facebook groups with thousands of people that wanted to be on the panel, blogs with people with good and bad experiences. And I was just like, oh my God, what am I getting into? You know, it was like a big deal. So when I finally got the call, it was life-changing, John. Seriously, like I sit back and see the doors that opportunity has opened for me, and like seriously the magic that I have been able to experience because of the panel. And I'm just so grateful. It was incredible.
Jimmy Horn from the Disney Nerds, you might know him. He's here, and he just heard you say Disney Nerd, and he's thrilled about that.
Yay! Self-proclaimed. And do not quiz me, because listen, that's one of the things that I learned. I thought I knew about Disney until I met people from the panel. I'm like, I know nothing. I'm going to sit down and listen and eat my popcorn because I know nothing. These people
I know people whose life goal it was to be on the Disney Moms panel. And they tried for like 10 years before they finally, you know,
they gave up. Well, one of the moms this year, I think this year, however long the panel has been around, she had applied every single year and she finally made it. She never gave up. And she finally made it this year. Yeah.
Now, you were born and raised in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, yes.
By the way, so I used to be a travel agent, and the people would sit down with me. This is like 20 years ago. But people would sit down and they would talk completely American until they mentioned the El Conquistador Hotel in Puerto Rico. And it was like, what happened to you? But I couldn't believe, like, they wouldn't say, you know, everything they said was like... No, they would El Conquistador in Puerto Rico.
El Conquistador, yes.
It was good.
You gotta say it right.
So I guess, I mean, obviously Disney penetrates everywhere, but what was it like? How were you a Disney fan in Puerto Rico?
So, like you said, I mean, in my generation, we grew up with the movies. Like, I just remember being 10 and The Little Mermaid came out. Again, I'm dating myself. People do not do the math. Do not do the math. Anyway, movie came out and I'm like mesmerized. My family is musical and I'm just immediately captivated. At 6, my grandmother took me and my sister on our first Disney trip. We stayed at the Contemporary and it was magic. It was like, okay, there. Now,
was that like your first vacation on a plane at 6 years old?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, me too.
Yes. And you land on this incredible place and there is a monorail inside the hotel and there's fireworks out the window and I was like gaga. And then I never came back until I was 14. And
we have the same story, except I'm in New York.
Yeah. Well, so mom and dad got into a little money. They were always, you know, they were hard workers, but never enough to like take a family of 5 to Disney. That's an expensive vacation. And so they finally were able to make it. And they blew the money. Like, we stayed at the Grand, okay, during Christmas. I had never seen my parents be lovey-dovey, and we're walking down Main Street. They're holding. Are you kidding me? I'm obsessed. You know, like, I'm like, forget it. This feeling is never gonna go away. Florida resident for 5+ years. The feeling has never gone away. Like, it's just the nostalgia, the magic, the pixie dust. It's real to me. Call me ridiculous. I don't care. I love it.
I think the magic is, there's a word I'm saying, tangible.
Yes, yes.
I do. And I think
like,
it is inside us, but I do think it's a tangible thing.
yes, but those experiences that are, this is back in the day when low crowds were an actual thing. And I will never forget me and my younger brother, I was 14, he was 8, going on Space Mountain nonstop because there was nobody there. And it was a little bit cold because it was like late December, January. And it was seriously like the most magical trip ever. And it forever just made me attached to that and just love it so much.
So did you say, I'm going to leave Puerto Rico and move to Florida to be close to this?
I always begged my parents, like, can we please move? Please. I just want to be in the States. Our family was kind of very Americanized for whatever reason. And you grow up watching cable and whatever, so I knew English. I just had a thing about living in the States, watching Friends and Saved by the Bell, and I was always boy crazy and they were white. I don't know.
Mary brings up a point that I want to also mention to you because I happen to agree with it. I think if we grew up in Orlando, like I see a lot of kids do, you do take it for granted. But for us being far away and only seeing it...
Right, we're implants.
Right, but when you see it once at like 5 years old and then not again until you're 15, or in my case, you 16, it really makes you want to, like, it's this thing you always yearn to get back to. And it's not obtainable. So even now when I'm there, I still think like, wow, I'm on Main Street. This is special.
Yeah. It is. And I mean, yes, when you're a resident, the accessibility is just like anything. But I don't think I love it any less. Is it a little bit different? Yes. But do I love it less? Absolutely not. Like I'm still mourning the flipping fireworks. When those things return, I will sit there in the grass, in the hub, and sob. And you will join me. We will hold hands.
I will. We'll do it. You see, they're getting ready for Harmonious. I know.
Yeah. The pictures of the
barges
dying.
are gigantic.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm dying.
Do you remember the drawbridge? They would have to kill themselves to fit that ball through.
The globe.
So these are long, but they're bigger.
Right, but they're like an arch. No,
they're
it's gonna
beautiful.
be ridiculous.
There's so many
I cannot
of them.
wait. I can't wait. And like they teased the music. Remember when they were doing? Is that still there?
It was
We heard.
D23.
We heard. Yes, we heard. Oh, I will sob again the whole time. Fireworks are my thing.
I can't wait. They should make it like a big deal when it comes back. And right now they could socially distance us a little and do some fireworks.
Please.
I know. I do miss that. It'll come back. It will.
It will.
By next year sometime, it'll come back. Let's see. Kimberly is talking about Ponce, Old San Juan, El Yunque.
El Yunque, that's our rainforest. Yeah, that's in Fajardo. That's really close to El Conquistador. Yeah, that's right next. Let's see. Equally as magical.
I would have said El Yunque and the
magical.
Trunky.
So Puerto Rico is called La Isla del Encanto, which is, by the way, where Emille Enchanted came from. La Isla del Encanto means the Isle of Enchantment. And so it was kind of like a little play with Disney, Enchanted, Puerto Rico, all that cute
I
stuff.
love that.
Yeah.
Hold on. No, David, no, Harmonious will not be Rivers of Light 2. What did you think? What did you think of Rivers of Light? Be honest, because I'll be honest with you. Yeah, that's how I felt. I wanted to like it really bad.
Me too.
And it was like eating pizza that looked really good, but it never quite was as good as good pizza.
Yeah.
David, he says he loves it. Did you really? David, you didn't even see it. I don't know if I can believe him.
Okay, but now I did hear that they like bettered it. I never saw the improved version because the first time around I was like one and done.
The sheets of water never quite met in the middle.
Yeah.
So they would project and the middle of the picture would be blurry and gone. It wasn't that great.
Yeah,
Jimmy,
yeah.
What's a lie, Jimmy? Tell me what's a lie.
Lies. Did they fix it, Jimmy?
Did she just say, she said bettered, yeah. Not buttered, not battered, bettered.
They bettered it.
We got gypped. We should have had World of Color. It wasn't the same guy as World of Color.
Dude, I would have been happy with World of Color, but that wouldn't have made sense in Animal Kingdom, though. Would it have? No. Theming wise, they wouldn't have done that.
The Wonderful World of Animals and just colored it or something. I don't
Hey,
know.
if they put Neil Patrick Harris, I don't care what they call it. Let's go.
Oh, Gina's saying it was the same guy as Wonderful World of Color. Well, they gave him they didn't give him the right ingredients.
Terrible.
That's like saying I make a great lasagna, but now you want me to make curry, but you didn't give me good ingredients, so I can't do it.
Yeah. It was unfortunate, but that's okay.
It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
So you're also, before we get into other things, you're also a singer.
I am.
Now, did that start in Puerto Rico as a kid?
Yeah. So grew up in church, grew up in like singing at church, singing in school choirs, just anywhere. Like I said earlier, my family was very musical. And so they just kind of encouraged that a lot. And I would always just end up in the Glee Club or whatever thing like that. So just tons of singing and show choir and jazz hands.
And were in a girl band,
in a girl
Latina
group, yeah.
girl group,
yes,
called Chica.
Okay, and like I feel like I need to clarify all these things because
let's clarify.
If any Latinos are watching this, we did not pick that name. I realize how dumb it is that they called us girl. I realized that, but it was
is that
label.
What Chica is?
Chica
just girl?
means girl, so we were called girl. Hi, we're girl. It was cute. So yeah,
you
Atlantic
go Chica.
Records, girl, work. You better work. Atlantic Records had put together a boy band back in the day. It was like their Christian division that was sort of the Christian alternative to NSYNC. And they didn't super blow up like NSYNC, but in the Christian market, they did really well. So this is back when like Mark Anthony was blowing up in the States. J-Lo had a single. Ricky Martin was living La Vida Loca and all this garbage. And they were like, let's replicate this, make them girls and make them Hispanic. Brilliant, right? Like recipe for success.
I say I would have bet money on it. There's no way it can lose.
Right. So they threw the money at us. It was crazy. Like the development, the people that we were so, oh my gosh, one of the people that we worked with still gives me goosebumps because he ended up, at the time he hadn't, but he ended up working on High School Musical and a bunch of Disney I know. And I did a song with this dude, and it actually is my favorite Chica song ever. His name is Matthew Gerard. Matthew, if you're watching, let's sing some more. But amazing. Like we were in LA, we did this demo, the song literally in 4 hours. We walked out of the studio with a CD. I'm dating myself again, but it sounded finished. It sounded radio ready. And I'm like blown away. And
can I show a clip from the Chica video?
Sure.
It is. By the way, you told me it was quite a while ago. I didn't think it was. So you haven't aged.
Well, good.
Much. I do have a secret for you because you mentioned about High School Musical. When I did TV commercials, they had called. I had lost weight for only 1 year of my life, for real. I was skinny for 1 year.
Okay.
And they called me to tell me that Disney wanted me to be a camp counselor in the movie Heavyweights. And I said, I can't. They're like, what do you mean? They don't even want you to audition. I'm like, I can't do it. They're like, why? I'm like, I'm 162 pounds. And they're like, John, I know. The 1 year I was skinny, please. Anyhow, enjoy this quick video of Chica. And I don't know. This I want to hear in the comments. Tell me this shouldn't have been successful.
Oh, gosh.
Like really successful.
I think my favorite part in being Chica is that we're strong women, we're strong Latin women, and I really feel that our music and our lyrics and who we are and who we stand for is really going to reach this society. Girl, don't be ashamed. Deep inside, you know what to do. Make a choice to get away. I'll be the one to help you through. We're very proud of what we do. You know, it's unique. There's not another Monique. There's not another Lynette. There's not another Emille. Plus the fact that we're Latinas. I mean, I really don't know of any other Latina girl group out there. And we're representing, you know, where we're from. We're trying to influence that in our music. The energy is just off the wall. It's just a blast.
All right, I'm just going to put it out there. Lynette's a little aggressive. She's a little taken over, a little bit, no?
She's from Chicago, man. She's from Chicago.
Okay.
She's got that She's got that fierceness about her. She's like a sister to me. She's awesome.
Okay, Lynette needs to rein it in when I'm talking to Emille. Just let me know. I didn't go further with the video, but I'm sure you had more to do in that. But yeah, that looks like I swear I think, and I hate to say this because I'm religious like you. I think the Christian aspect of it is what made it not. If they didn't say that.
No,
it might
they
have been
didn't
great.
know what to do with us. They were like, they are way too extra. Like, no. And at the time, again, like I think Christian music has come a long way, but at the time, there was no place for us, unfortunately. But it's just the truth, you know. And then mainstream wanted us naked, and we weren't going to do that. So, true story. They just wanted.
Maybe it could come back now.
It can be like the mom's version of Chica.
Chica too.
The mommies.
Chica duo.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh god. Okay, yeah. No, Rob. We were not in a boy band. Could you imagine? Oh, that would be horrible.
I want to see it.
Oh, Jimmy says, where could he get a CD? There was an album, right?
There was an album, and I think it's still on iTunes. Like, if you look up Chica, don't even. Oh my gosh,
Somebody in the chat room, please look up Chica and see if it's still a thing for me.
Listen, the Moms Panel, we have a reunion every year, and one of the moms, I don't remember if she asked me about it or she found it, but they rented one of the mega villas at Animal Kingdom Lodge that fits a bajillion people, like super nice, amazing. And that was actually my very first Moms Panel reunion. And I show up with my girls and, you know, and all of a sudden they blast one of the songs from their little, like, speaker. I was mortified. I'm like, how in the world did you find it? So it's out there somewhere. But
if there was one song that you
Anywhere
would say,
with You, that's the one that, I mean, it's not the most upbeat, but that's the one that Matthew Gerard worked on. And oh my gosh, it's just,
Anywhere with You.
Anywhere with You. And it's such a good song.
Okay, Mary says it. Mary Wells, who checks on everything for us, thank you, Mary, says it is on
It
iTunes.
is still on iTunes. Oh, man.
Do you still get a little piece if people buy something?
I mean, I co-wrote some of the songs. However, we lived off of the advances. So unless we recouped the money that was spent, no. And I mean, you know, no.
Yeah. Right.
long answer, no.
I'm glad Atlantic took care of you for a little bit, at least, hopefully.
Oh, gosh. Listen, those years in Nashville were so exciting. Photo shoots and traveling and, you know, doing shows and the excitement. It was fun.
You really thought this is going to blow up and be amazing.
We had a humongous label. The biggest booking agency in the world, William Morris, was representing us. And the biggest management agency in Nashville was representing us. It was the perfect storm. But I don't know.
All right, but you got to come from Puerto Rico to Disney. You got to be on the Moms Panel.
Yes.
And then Inside the Magic recently went under new management, and you went to work for them.
Yes. And that was incredible. So I was writing, I was editing, I was basically a reporter for them. And I got to experience a lot of the super fun media events. We did Rise of the Resistance together, and then the last one, which I just feel so blessed and lucky that I was a part of that. We opened Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway right before the pandemic crisis. So I feel like that was the last hurrah, and we were there.
Yeah, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was like COVID was breathing down our back.
In our heels, yes.
And do you remember how crowded that event was?
Oh my gosh, but how fun though.
It was
that was a blast.
Fun.
It was
and
so
then
fun.
The parks
and then boom,
dark.
and then the parks closed. It was unbelievable.
How we'll talk about Inside the Magic more in a second, but how is being a mom and stuff? How is it for your kids to go through the whole school thing? Do they ask, how old are your kids?
So I have a 7-year-old and a 13-year-old. And they missed, because they're like my personality. The whole Zoom school, COVID school was a disaster. I literally gave up because I was working full time. I just could not do it. So my little one last year, I mean, that was a thought map. It was hard. It was super hard. So here in Florida, where we are in Orange County, they do have face-to-face, and they've been going. But they're doing great. We haven't gotten sick, knock on wood. You know,
I mean,
I've gotten tested multiple times.
Do they wear their mask and they understand
Yeah,
why?
all day. Yeah. My little girl, matter of fact, she's a little mini Disney nerd. We were just at Magic Kingdom and we like Disney bounded as Rapunzel together. It was adorable. We had so much fun.
That's so funny because I put your thumbnail as the Rapunzel Tower and I did not know that.
Yeah, we did that this past Saturday. It was so much fun. But she, whenever she wants to do something and it's closed, she goes, "Flipping COVID." So she knows, she like blames it on COVID. She's like, "It's COVID's fault." I'm like, "I know, babe. No fireworks. Flipping COVID."
Kimberly, who I think is still in the chat room, Kimberly Picciano, she is a teacher, and let me tell you, she has a special needs son, and she's also and she is a teacher, and she just has it hard. She has it rough because she knows that kids. I don't know if I should even say this. She knows sometimes they don't tell you the name of the kid, but they'll tell you have 2 positive kids in your class, or they were just positive like 10 days ago, and they can't tell you like the name legally. Anyhow, it's tough. Kim, if there's anything you can say, I'll put you on the screen. Tell me how being a teacher is during the time of COVID. But it's almost like being on the front lines, like being a nurse or being a doctor.
Yes. No, 100%. Like teachers are exposed to all the yuck every year with flu season and everything. But this is a whole level of more, of crazy. Yeah, like my mom's a teacher too. So like, man, I have mad respect for you guys out there taking care of our littles and putting yourself out there and risking it.
Yeah, they're risking a lot too, especially because kids can be asymptomatic. And, like I go and I see my nephew and he just pulls my mask off. And to him, it's a joke. But I know that he could carry it to me any second. So
Right.
What are you going to do? Okay, so a couple of comments. You do not have to say anything to this. Emille does not work for Inside the Magic anymore, but a couple of the comments were, "Oh my God, they've become clickbait. They've went terrible." And I understand that from the days of Ricky Briganti. I don't know if you ever met Ricky Briganti.
I did not meet Ricky. No, I never met Ricky.
From his days.
I know who he is, but yeah.
All media has changed. They all compete now so hard that, somebody falls. Yeah, somebody falls in Disney and it's a headline. Right. But it has gotten worse. Sometimes it's not news. You were there at a time where it was kind of, I guess, were you ever asked to do anything questionable that you were like, I'm not reporting on that?
I don't know that I was ever asked to do anything like that, but I do remember reporting things that it was like, oh my gosh, this is my job right now. It was funny. Like I would laugh at it myself. I would be like,
there was a headline that said, "Lady orders Moana cake from Publix, but it came out this way," and I'm like, "That's a news article." All right,
I guess I don't know. Like being here though, I used to love breaking stuff. Again, like one of the news that I felt so proud that I did, which is so silly, but like in this, like you were saying, it's changed. You want to be the first. So I was driving around. The parks were closed. And I was doing the little loop, that loop that you can make where you drive through the signs. I missed the parks and I was like, I'm just going to take a drive. This is when we were quarantined. I don't even know I was supposed to be driving around. But I was in my car. I didn't go anywhere, outside. And I noticed that they were demolishing the original entrance to Hollywood Studios. And I literally did a U-turn, turned around, I'm pulling out my phone, taking the crappiest iPhone pictures while driving, came home and busted out a story. And it lit up. And 2 hours later, all the other sites were doing the same. And I was like, that's what's up.
Did they steal your pictures?
They didn't know because a lot of them have contacts locally. So they probably just sent their local reporter to take their own. Yeah.
Dispatch.
Hey, go take those pictures.
What are you, was there stuff that was supposed to be in Epcot that you were really excited for that now you're not sure if we're getting?
Mary Poppins.
That's what I was going to say. I
know. Dude, seriously, the Epcot experience, when it showed that, I would get goosebumps.
The pink petals.
The petals, dude. And the last time I was there, it wasn't even there. They edited the clip out. I was like, I get it.
Oh, the Mary Poppins clip isn't there anymore?
I know, it's so sad.
I really hope that all these things are just on a back burner for the future.
Me too. That's my hope as well. And I mean, honestly, I laughed because I just saw that headline of Bob Chapek saying that the parks are still at 25%. Bro, I was at MK on Saturday, bro. Are we being honest?
I'm thinking it's at least 40, 50, if not more. I know it looks like more because of the social distancing, but I don't think it's at 25%. I just
Small
don't.
World was at an hour. That ain't no 25%.
But
I will get hood about this.
I understand that it could look more because each boat is only one party, maybe, but no,
The
it's
line
not
would
25%.
have taken an hour.
No, I don't think it would take an hour. No.
The line of Mine Train was behind the building, across from Under the Sea, Journey, The Little Mermaid. It was by Gaston's Tavern. What? The line for Mine Train.
Gene works there, and he's saying you don't know the actual capacity, and I agree with that. We don't. But I'm going to say, but they did share it now. Gene, the guy said
it's never been shared.
It's 25%. No more than 25%. And he's saying it's not going up from there, and I'm not buying it. I just ain't. I think it's a little bit more than that, and I hope it is because I want the parks to start easing things and getting back into it. But now our numbers are going up.
Yes. I mean, it was just busy.
It's
COVID crowds are dead, y'all. Like, don't come down here expecting COVID crowds. They are no mouth.
I'll be at Epcot tomorrow. There's an annual pass store, which you were saying, looks like it's like Universal has their annual pass store. But it's in the Germany pavilion, which I think is odd.
I saw that. That is. Maybe they just need more foot traffic there. It's probably not very busy back there.
I think they looked at what pavilion has an extra spare room,
Oh, that's true.
And, who wants the money? Yeah.
That's true. It's all about the logistics. You know that.
Something like that. They would have took the first people to raise their hand. Morocco, the whole pavilion can become a thing because apparently the Morocco is not doing so well.
Oh really? Oh yeah, they shut down. Did they shut down Tangerine Cafe? Did I hear that?
That's what I heard. I haven't been there since.
I haven't been either.
Gene, if you have anything that you're allowed to share about Tangerine Cafe or the Morocco Pavilion, let me know what's going on there.
Are they going to keep that wall?
Don't.
I'm not going to say no more.
Don't say no more.
I'm awful. You didn't know the side of me, did you?
So yes, I did. So the 50th anniversary.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to coming? Yeah, me too.
Tron and Guardians. I'm a big coaster nerd. Like both those attractions, I am salivating. Like I cannot wait. I'm not excited about the backwards launch. I'm not a big fan of that movement. I feel like it's like when you're on Everest, it just and to take off
it tickles your tummy in a bad way. But wait, Guardians is taking off that way.
Right.
But aren't there people in front? I think so, but aren't there people in front and behind? So some people are going to be facing forward, if I'm not
I'm going to request that seat. Can I have that seat, sir? It's going to be like first row.
And Mary, Ratatouille is pretty much done, if not completely done. I don't know how long they're going to hold it or when the right time to open it is.
I mean, they could. I don't know.
Another topic that's a little sad is all the cast members that are losing their careers. Oh my gosh. It's terrible.
I have family impacted.
I believe it.
Like, there's just, and so many friends and friends of friends. It's brutal, man. It really is.
It's hard to
really
be
rough.
Excited, especially going to a media event tomorrow where you have to talk about something fun, and
knowing
what's going on. Like it's hard. It's just hard to find the positiveness. But then you have people going the complete other way that I don't quite get. They're like, how can they open up a new ride when everyone just got fired? Like Ratatouille's been paid for over and over.
Right. It's a different. I think those are two separate things.
Completely. You have to separate them. Yeah, Gene, I understand it rotates, but they did mention a backwards launch, which I guess it's backwards for some of the people and front for some of the people. Because doesn't each spinny thing have people looking front and back? Like, aren't you back to back with someone? I think. I don't know how the car... I got to look at the car.
I mean, remember the photo op at Epcot?
Yes.
You know what? Forward.
You're right. The car is 4 people facing forward.
But the car does
the
do
car
this
spins.
deal. Yeah,
I
but
think
so I
the-
think it does like.
I think the launch is backwards, and then they
I'm
can
sure it's gonna
face
be
you.
amazing. Right,
It's gonna turn as they want. It's not gonna be a free
Right.
for all. Right.
Oh gosh, I hope not.
Yeah, the backwards part.
You're not
of,
backwards the whole time, right?
The backwards part of Everest tickles my tummy. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I do it, but I'm like, "Ah!" Okay.
That face. Do that
Just
again, do it
before I
again.
black out, it gets me. Yeah, and then I yell when I see the what do you call it? The Yeti breaking the track. Sometimes I yell, "He's breaking the track!" And I scare children.
Okay, when are we doing this together? Because I need to experience this in real life.
The only other thing you should experience with me is going to La Cava Tequila
Oh.
and having some tequila and then going on the Mexican boat ride, because where they have the Donald piñata, I usually can't hold back if I'm drunk and I yell, "They're hanging Donald! Why are they torturing Donald?" And it's not fun. I think I'm going to get thrown off.
When are we going? I'm
soon,
with
whenever
you.
you're out.
Cheers.
Before it gets to be over 25%.
Please. Oh,
So
you want
that-
to hear a funny story? Talking about
Yes, I
tequila and the Grand Fiesta tour. So I'm riding for the umpteenth time, you know, with my little girl. She loves that attraction. And these two big Southern women are sitting behind me, and they were probably having some tequila of their own. They were loud and boisterous and hilarious. And they're sitting there. They probably had never done the attraction because they were talking like it was fresh to them. And I hear one of them like elbow the other one, like whatever her name is, like, "Margaret, you know what this reminds me of?" You're like, "What?" "It's like Small World on tequila."
She isn't.
Died.
She
so
isn't
now forever.
wrong.
No, I'm like, it's Small World on tequila, bro. It is. It's so good.
Hi,
That was
Navaya.
hilarious.
I think I'm saying her name right. Navaya. The other thing that I saw, and it wasn't in the tequila place, but I'm in the Magic Kingdom, and I see this 5-year-old walk by himself into the bathroom, the men's room. 5-year-old
Okay.
boy walks right in. And I'm sitting on a bench outside the restroom, and I see this little girl running after him. She must be about 4 or 5 also.
Oh, God.
And then I see an adult run to go get the little girl.
Right.
As they are pulling the little girl out, she's kicking and screaming, "But I'm his best friend!" And it was the most innocent, cute little thing that she don't know, why can't I go everywhere with him? Why can't I go in the bathroom with him? It's so cute.
Aw, that's adorable, babies. Oh, my gosh. Magical bathroom moment at Disney.
Now, Tron, I'm excited about Tron, but the movie doesn't excite me. Does it excite you?
No. And I've tried. The soundtrack is fun, but that's about it. Daft Punk, that was cool.
They should have one night be Chica Night on the Guardians of the Galaxy. Where
I'm down.
It's just Chica music in the Guardians.
Oh my gosh.
And they have an
people be like, "What is
animatronic,
this crap?"
animatronic Lynette, Emille, and who's the other lady?
Monique. I'll paint myself green.
That's the Guardians. I think will be good. I really don't know what to expect from the ride inside.
I know. It'll be fun. It'll be
think so.
super fun. I hope so.
The Play Pavilion, I think, is still coming to Epcot.
Yeah, so what were the things? I was actually talking to my mom's channel people about what they got rid of, and it was the Mary Poppins thing. And
The 3-tiered thing in the middle of Epcot, right?
they're not doing that anymore?
That's what I heard, but I'm so sad about that.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
It did.
It had like trees and stuff. Like it was a whole...
Maybe it's
yeah.
just on the back burner.
Yeah, I mean, all these things, all these projects.
I realize the amount of money they're losing. I'm telling you, the 50th anniversary is going to be, those little pop things you're pulling. Poof!
Oh, I hope not. That makes me sad.
With a cavalcade.
With Chica in the cavalcade.
Okay, my friend Jeff. The only reason why I'll do this, Jeff, is because Emille will laugh.
Okay,
So,
go.
Panda, did you share the Christine Slinky
Honey
story?
Christine Slinky story.
Okay, I have a very good friend, Christine Fox. She is a very smart lady. For some reason, she's on Slinky Dog, and when it takes off, she goes, "Wait, what? This is a roller coaster?" And she's surprised. And I'm like,
You can see it.
She's watched it be built for the last year. We walked under it to get on it. She watched it go around.
Right.
She sat in what is clearly a coat, watched it pull up, and was shocked. So every bet is off now with her where I just don't understand. She says, I had no idea this was a roller coaster. If it was, I wouldn't have got on it.
Well,
So-
and like, okay, in her defense, maybe it was
No,
the takeoff.
no, there's no defense.
The takeoff.
Try. Try.
That takeoff. If you, because they spin it as a family coaster, which it is. It's a family coaster. But that takeoff, for people that are not fans of coasters, like, it's intense. That first little droppy thing, that's scary.
So
but-
so then the response should be, I didn't know it went this fast, or I didn't know
Yes,
this coaster
right.
took off. Not what? It's a roller
It's a
coaster.
coaster.
Not a clue. I know, Stan, I know. He says it says coaster in the name, for crying out loud.
Stan Solo, I like it.
Stan
I like his
Solo is
name.
good. Are you
I
a big
like
Star,
it.
you're not a Star Wars fan, or you are?
Me?
Yeah.
I am, but don't call me a nerd. I enjoy the franchise. I will sit and watch
that's
the
me.
movies. I own them all, but like, don't ask me trivia. And I don't know. Like, I know the newer stories a little better just because I've watched them, you know. But all the other and the stinking weird trilogy that nobody likes, I don't know. I've seen them
That's me.
all.
That's me.
Yeah, I've seen them. No, but I do enjoy them.
Do your kids watch the new Muppets on Disney Plus?
The new Muppets.
There's a Muppet
I guess not.
show. I guess not.
Like cartoons?
No, there's a Muppets Live. It's called the
Then
Muppet.
no.
What is it? The Muppets Now on Disney Plus. Yeah, I don't know how many people like it. I stopped halfway through. It started to get not so good for me. Stan is a big Muppets fan too. What do your
Okay.
kids like Disney Plus? Are they watching?
No,
old?
yes. But my daughter is still into like the Disney Junior type stuff. So like she's always watching the baby stuff still.
Was
Yeah.
Princess Elena of Avalor a big deal for her?
Yes, we had a big Elena birthday party. Oh yeah. I mean, and she's Hispanic. Matter of fact, when we were at Magic Kingdom, she flipped her lid when she saw her, like, Elena! She's all waving and freaking out. It was super cute.
That became one of my most popular videos. It had like 10 million views. I
What?
never.
The
I didn't.
coronation with the girl playing? Wow.
My time
You know that I have-
is now. My time. Something like that. I didn't know who
It's
she was.
nighttime.
from the-
It's nighttime. I think it's how it goes. It's nighttime.
It was
So
my time. I almost died in the sun, 98 degrees in August. It was my time.
I bet that poor girl was dying too.
She
Oh
probably
my
was.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I auditioned to be a princess. I did.
Yeah, but I could
I
see you
did.
make. You could definitely do
No.
a few of them.
When this walks into a room with 318-year-old pageant queens, you can tell how old I am. And in addition to, I didn't go for like Elena. No, I decided to go to the audition for Rapunzel. No, who was it? It was Cinderella. It was the whitest freaking princesses you can have.
But
and
you
my
are pretty
Hispanic
white. You
girl.
are pretty white with the blonde hair. You are.
I mean, yeah, but my eyes, I don't know. My features are not gringa, so they were like, okay, bye. Hi, bye.
Somebody wrote, John is the newest member of Chica. Now, there is. Hold on. I don't know if you. Do you remember Mad TV?
Yeah, of course, Angela Johnson.
Mad,
Yes.
Mad TV did the Fanta girls. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? And they had 2-liter Tessie, and she was a fat guy dressed as a girl with the others, and she had the 2-liter grape, and that I could have been one of the Chicas if I was her, definitely.
We're doing it. We're doing some sort of like spoof. We need to do a spoof. We need to.
If I do it with a wig, you would laugh.
I would die.
We should
I'm
do
there. We're doing it. We gotta come up with something and do it.
We need like 2 girls, right? Because it make it look like it's a real girl band. And they say, and our newest member, we're just welcoming her, and all I do is turn around with gum. We're gonna do it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I am so there. I love
So
it.
I've never done drag. If I ever did, ever.
It's for
it would-
Chica.
No, it would for Chica, but it would be. Now listen to this. I have a character already. Forget Elsa. Before Elsa, it would be a snow queen with like accents of. Oh, the beard would be white with blue accents and everything white and just
Glitter,
beautiful,
glitter,
gorgeous
yes.
wedding gown like ice and stuff. And when they say, "What is your name?" I would say Avalanche.
Why has this
So,
not happened?
This hasn't happened.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm the makeup artist.
We should do it.
Sad.
All right, so we have about 10 more minutes. What are we going to talk about?
Okay. I don't know.
Somebody says, just don't sing. Oh, we should have her sing. She won't do it.
Me, no. Y'all can look up the CD. Oh my gosh, no, don't make me sing.
So, in Disney, do you remember when they were talking about the theater that they were going to build on the main street?
Yes, behind, it was like around Tony's or something, in that little pocket.
Remember where they let you go backstage in order to get in and out?
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to build a theater there, which would alleviate all the traffic when it was crowded.
Right.
And I still hope that all these things are on the back burner for the future, because I think we're going to have like a good 2 or 3 years of not a lot of new stuff coming.
Yeah, you're about right. Man, in a show, but like they just canceled that in Disneyland. I mean, Disneyland's not even open. I can't believe that. That's insane. It shocks me.
I know. How could they not open Disneyland yet?
I don't
Even
know,
if they
man.
opened it at 25%. Oh, we brought up Tony's. Mary hates Tony's.
No, sorry.
If Tony's ever burns down, they have
She'll
to
be
check
happy.
her out. No, they have to go and check. She probably did it. And I'm not joking. That's not even a joke.
You know, I've been like twice, and the first time was really, really bad, and the second time was fine. But like, there's so many other better options, and that's some prime real estate at Magic Kingdom. Like, how is that not a top-notch,
I know,
amazing spot? I don't get it.
Have you been to any of the patina places, Maria and Enzo's, or?
Yes, they're
Now,
amazing.
those
are my favorites.
And I'm
Dude,
Italian, and I know that's good food. Why is that not there at Tony's?
I don't know. Yeah, Maria and Enzo. Yes, I went to their Carnival thing.
Oh, so good, right?
So good.
Did you ever go to Enzo's Hideaway yet?
You know, I haven't. I need to. I need to check out all those places.
It's pretty. Now, what's funny is those same people are going to own the Space restaurant that's at Epcot, but I don't know.
Oh, the 220 or whatever.
Yeah, what is Space Food?
Is that still being built? That didn't get canned? Because I know they were having a bunch of drama with the chefs and all this stuff. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, I think it's done though and ready to go.
No, it looks super under construction though. It's done?
I think it's pretty much done. Like, not
I
open
haven't
yet,
really peeked back there too much because it's pretty hidden. Like, you have to take that weird back walkway out or whatever.
Do you have to
where
do that
Ellen used to be?
To get in?
I mean, it just depends which way you're walking. As of the last time I was at Epcot, because Epcot is like Walcott right now. It's like wall freaking. It was so lame. But yeah, it's one of the ways. Like, if you go left. Yeah, I don't know. I
just know Patina makes good food, and I want to know, what is Space Food? What are they gonna
dried
have
ice
in there?
cream. Do you remember that in the 80s? That was like a thing. Dried ice cream.
The ready to eat meals in the little bladder bags. Yeah, the little pouches. I'm not paying $30 for that.
Right? Can you imagine? I think the whole thing is going to be that elevator experience to get there. I think that's going to be, okay, this is one of those things, brilliant idea, so fun, but you know that thing is going to cost. It's going to, there's going to be people barfing with it or complaining, or it's going to break down. I'm such a hater. I'm not a hater.
No, I agree though. They're giving an obstacle to getting to the restaurant. I agree. They're giving an obstacle, but it's fun. I hope they continue. There's got to be a redundant one in case one breaks. Because you know, on Tower of Terror, there's like an escape elevator to leave if you don't, like a real elevator if you don't want to go on the ride. And the only elevator that breaks all the time is the real elevator, not the ride. Is the real one that takes you away. Yeah. So people who are scared of the ride go into the elevator to leave and get stuck.
And that's the one
which is so funny because they're now panicking. That's true.
That is hilarious. Wait, an elevator?
Yeah.
To go where? Because you go downstairs?
Right. You have to take the elevator to go out. You could take stairs, but most people go on the elevator, the regular one, to go out.
Okay, now I want to get on that elevator just because I never have. I didn't even know it existed.
It's like a regular silver.
Crazy.
It's like a regular silver. I'm scared. Get me out elevator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Why is the chat room talking about Tang? Oh, because that was a space drink. Yeah, remember Tang?
Tang? Yeah, I grew up on Tang. That was a space drink?
Yeah.
Why was that a space drink?
I remember
that was
Tang.
created?
I think it was something they brought to space because it was powder or something. I don't know. Yeah,
weird.
Gina's talking about the hydrolator. Okay, I'm sure she
The
knows the story.
new hydrolator. What is that?
In the living seas, before you went into the building, now it's Nemo and stuff. There used to be a hydrolator, and what this was a fake elevator where you would go in, the doors would close, and bubbles would come up from the windows.
Yeah, okay, like Escape to Gringotts. They have that same sort of yeah.
There's like
Same
a conveyor.
concept.
There's a conveyor belt that makes you think
and
you're
just
moving.
moving a little bit, whatever. Sure.
So a lady sued Disney because of her ears popping because of the pressure change. And Disney had to show that there was no pressure change because it never moved. They just shake the floor and make bubbles. So,
oh my God, talking about elevators and funny stuff. I go to Disneyland, and hopefully this doesn't ruin the magic for anybody, but I'm going to share a story because it's hilarious. So, Haunted Mansion. Here, it's the idea, it's the visual. Nobody warned me that in Disneyland,
you actually go up or down.
You actually are descending in I panicked. I was like, we're freaking moving right now? And like,
but how did you know?
I could feel it.
Okay.
Because I'm used to the one here where it's like nothing is happening. Whereas there you can actually, and you can see it, that thing is old. You can kind of see the lines of stuff getting scraped or whatever. I panicked like a child, and my friend that was with me was like, what the hell's wrong with you? And I'm like, it's freaking moving.
You didn't get stuck?
We didn't get stuck, but I had no idea you're going.
So you really do hate elevators.
I don't hate them, but I don't like underground, especially in Earthquake, California. You're no Haunted Mansion underground, bro. That's crazy. Who came up with this? Walt Disney.
I'm with you. Let me tell you what you're supposed to be scared of: escalators. Don't YouTube escalator accidents. You'll never go on an escalator again.
Ooh, yeah, people. Ooh. No.
They show you how chop meat is made. It's very scary.
Why did you go there? That's McNasty. What the heck? No.
So if people want to follow you and not follow you like in a creepy way, Robe and Jimmy, how could they follow you? Well, we know on Facebook you have Enchanted Emille.
Emille Enchanted. Yeah, it's Emille Enchanted on basically all the platforms. And yeah, I mean, it's nothing fancy, but I just do a lot of similar coverage because it's what I was used to covering for ITM and whatever. But it's just my personal take. Like if I find something interesting or if I hear something new, I'm trying a new dessert. Yeah, like it's I'm not shoving anything down anybody's throat.
What is like your preferred? What is your preferred platform? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram?
IG. I'm most active on Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. Jimmy is reminding me, and I forgot. Thank you, Jimmy, about Cast Member Pantry. Do you know about this?
Yes, I do, and I think they live in my neighborhood. The people that started this, I think so, because I saw something in my little neighborhood page.
So me, so cool. Jimmy, remind me who else is in with it? The Main Street Mouse, Michelle Atwood,
yes,
Scott Atwood.
Okay.
We are. If you go to Panda Hugs, HUGZ, it'll connect you to our donation center, but it goes right to the Cast Member Pantry. I should have put that on the screen. Let me put it in the chat room.
Yes.
Pandahugs.com.
I love it. Well done.
And let's see. Let's do some housekeeping while you're here. We do Disney Night Live on Saturdays. That's with Stan Solo and David Picciano. That's a fun show on Saturday nights, actually. They should probably have you on there. So I'm going to let them know.
All right.
I'm sure that Emille would come on and do a little more chica. Who's the lady I know that always says chica? Is it, what's her name? Charo? Doesn't Charo?
Probably.
Okay, chica. Yeah, but she's like, okay, chica.
Yeah. Or Sophia, maybe. Sophia Vergara. I don't know. That's Sophia what we should
Vergara.
do. I should be Sophia, and you should be...
No, we get Karolina Grabova, you, and then me as the third girl. And we're like, I don't know why they all don't love me as much as the other two.
We're doing it.
You should do it. I gotta call Carolina. She'll laugh at this whole thing.
Oh my god.
So I'm coming out with a new website. It's not done yet, but it'll be done by like next week.
Yay.
I'm doing my embroidery. Oh, can I show you a picture of embroidery stuff, please?
Please, I've been following it, my friend, and I'm loving everything that you're doing. You did some Haunted Mansion thing that was epic. So cool. I want it all.
I'm hustling.
I
These
love
are
it.
Disney.
Yes, those are the ones that I saw.
Now, those are the purple napkins with Hatbox Ghost, Leota, and wallpaper-inspired images. I do them on white napkins. They look really good. I'm doing them on towels, a little bit larger. That's looking good, but the towels are more expensive, obviously. But if anybody is interested in these, panda@bigfatpanda.com. Send me an email. $25 for a set of 2, and I think I'm charging too little, actually, because it's a lot of work. To hoop it and put in the machine and do the thread, it's a whole big thing. But
That's a good job. I love it.
So we love you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. This was so much fun.
We will do this again. I'm going to make sure the Disney Night Live people get you for a Saturday. We'll have fun.
Yeah, I am so down.
All right. Thank you so much, sweetie. I
Have
will
a good
talk to you soon.
night.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Everyone, please go follow Emille if you can. There are Panda towels, Mike. I just did towels today, but I didn't take any pictures of them. Thank you guys so much. This was so nice. I hope that, hang in there. Let's see. What else am I going to tell you? I can't talk on the phone while I'm sewing, Jimmy. It's too loud. It goes da 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 da. Why do you want to talk to me? Hello, Epcot Forever. The crazy Disney lady is awesome, isn't she? She's a fun person too. Oh, thanks, Don. I wouldn't use them. I would really use them for like the place setting to make it look nice. But if somebody wanted to wipe their nasty barbecue sauce mouth on my decorated napkins, I would be like, stop it. It is loud. How do you, Mary? I think I sent Mary a little video. She knows. David Picciano. He says Picciano. I say Picciano. All right. Thank you, guys. I'm going to cut this now. And I'm trying to think of what else I need to tell you. If you're not a member of the group, go to Big Fat Pandemonium, PANDAMONIUM.com, and join the group. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Big time. We'll see you next week. Next week, who's the guest? Banks Lee from Lego